Thank you for staying with us on KTN Prime. I'm Malika Kazia, bringing you the latest in business from today. Well, let's get right into our first story. The China-Africa Industrial Capacity Expo kicked off today, and it's with the main agenda of the event being on strengthening the bilateral partnership between the two nations in a quest to boost investments in the country. The focus is to unlock job opportunities for the youth.
The exhibitions organizers have told me they will offer over 200 job positions for the Kenya youth. And I hope many Kenya youth will attend this job fair and find the satisfied jobs positions.
The exhibition today, I believe, will go a long way in enhancing our relationship for purposes of investments, for purposes of job creation, remembering that we have an intention equally of having an increment of the contribution of the manufacturing sector from the current 8.5% to 15% by the year 2022.
And on to something adventurous. How long is the book that you are reading right now? An Indian national by the name Mohammed Dilif is in the process of finishing up his 1,000-meter-long handwritten Quran that is currently weighing about 20 kilograms, and it is at around 700 meters in length. Well, our reporter Tobias Chanji had the chance to see the book that was on display in the Middle East, and that's what he tells us more about on this week's Adventure Diaries.
Current Guinness World Record holder for the world's largest handwritten Quran has been an Egyptian, Saad Ahmed Hashish, who wrote his for 3 years and finished on May 2017. But now an Indian Mohammed Dilif seems to be eclipsing him. Dilif, who is 43 years old and from Bengaluru, has been writing this book for 12 hours a day and hopes to have finished the 1-kilometer mark before the end of next year. When we met Dilif, who is also a caricature, his 300 meters had already been verified by Guinness World Records as an official attempt for the longest handwritten Quran, according to documents.
This is my second Guinness World Record official attempt. This is world longest handwritten Quran, 1,000 meter. Per day, 3 meter I finish, keep pen.
With his ivory-made paper, a calligraphy pen, and Indian ink, he had already spent a cool 700,000 Indian rupees, which is a bit over $1 million shillings. And the book needs extra hands to unfold part of the scroll, which is kept in this oversized wooden box. Dilif said he has been offered 30 million rupees, which is around 43 million Kenyan shillings, by a buyer if he reaches 1,000 meters and sets a new record.
This international Quran exhibition, 7 continents, first India, second Middle East, third UK, fourth Istanbul.
From a distance, you might be mistaken to think that this is a coffin, but it's not a coffin. It's the longest Quran in the world, and according to the author, he's ready to sell to anyone who will give 3 million dirhams, which is just equivalent to around 900 million Kenyan shillings. Are you ready? Tobias Chanji, KTN News, Adventure Diaries.
Well, I, for one, am not ready for that. That's a very ambitious endeavor right there. But we'll move on to our final story from the business desk. In a bid to grow its footprint in the region, low-cost airline Jambojet has started direct flights from Kenya to Rwanda's capital, Kigali. Now, the move does come just months after the airline spread its wings in Uganda. And KTN's Noah Kipkemboi landed at JKIA earlier today and filed this report.
My 1 hour, 45 minutes flight to Rwanda was a dawn of a new era. And as we were ushered in at the Kigali International Airport, the drums of a new awakening in the aviation sector beat louder. In Africa, there's been a growth when it comes to low-budget flights. And actually, when we look at statistics, only 12% of the seat capacity in Africa is occupied by low-budget flights, which means there is a lot of room of competition and growth in the sector. This new route to Rwanda is part of Jambojet's expansion plan. Jambojet CEO Alan Kilavuka says the new route will reshape air travel in the region.
We believe we're actually going to create traffic because of what we're going to offer this market.
Although Kigali is a key hub for Rwanda Air, Jambojet is hoping to shake up the dominance enjoyed by Rwanda Air on that route.
Kenya Airways and Rwanda Air do have very good what we call load factors, or cabin factors. And so we are seeing opportunities for us to help more people fly.
Despite the positive projections by Jambojet, investing in that route may take some time to pay off.
You know, as African governments, one of the things that we will encourage as operators, African governments to do is to reduce taxes. Because a large portion of what we charge our passengers actually goes to governments.
Nokip Kimboi, KTN Business.
Well, Noah certainly seems to have had a very good flight today, but that brings us to the end of the business news tonight. Stay with us as the latest in sports comes up next.